Hello, thank you for joining Parkinson Voice Project for today's Speak Out Home practice session. My name is Samantha. I'm a speech-language pathologist and the founder of Parkinson Voice Project. We are a nonprofit organization solely dedicated to helping you and everyone with Parkinson's around the world regain and retain your speech and your swallowing. Did you know that 90% of people with Parkinson's struggle with speech and swallowing, and yet only 3 to 4% of people with Parkinson's are receiving speech therapy? We want to change that, so I'm so happy that you joined me today for this session to exercise your speech and swallowing muscles and learn how to speak with intent. Today's topic, we're going to be talking about Queensland. And we have a wonderful poem that was sent to us by June from Australia that we're going to read. So it's a long poem, so we're going to go through the other exercises pretty quickly. So to have some inspiration to smile, before we practice smiling, we must smile. We need some inspiration. So here is a photo sent to us by Irene from Pennsylvania. This is her husband and her grandson making a pizza. I love this, and I love your smiles, and I love getting to know a little bit more about everyone who's practicing with us. All right, we're ready to smile with intent. Let me hold this like this. All right, give me your best smile. Wonderful. I know it seems strange that you have to practice smiling, but you do need to with Parkinson's. All right. Everybody say Queensland with intent. Ready? Queensland. One more time. Speak out. Queensland. And that is our topic for today. Take a sip of water and we'll get started. The first speak out exercise, the may, me, my, mo, moo. Lift your voice and project it up. Make it fly over your computer or your iPad, and it should hit your target. Find a target across the room. You want your voice to travel all the way across and go splat on the target. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. Did it go splat? Let's do it again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Good. Again. May, me, my, mo, moo. Very nice. We're going to do it again. Connect the sounds. Ready? May, me, my, mo, moo. You're supporting your voice all the way to the end. And when you talk in conversation, I want you to think about that. You're going to support your voice all the way to the end of every sentence you say. All right? We're not going to trail off anymore. So the way we work on it is with the exercises. One more warm-up. May, me, my, mo, moo. We're done with the warm-up. Take a sip of water and do it with intent, which means think about it. All right, now we're moving on to the ahs. Deliberately open your mouth wide and project that ah forward. Let it hit your target. Support it to the end. Ready? Ah. Make sure you're opening your mouth wide. Just like the smile doesn't feel the same way to you as it really is. Sometimes you feel like you're giving a nice smile and you look at the picture and go, whoa, I look mad, okay? There's a disconnect there. Make sure you're opening your mouth wide. Ready? Support your voice all the way to the end. Let's do it again. Good. Let's do a shorter ah. I know these aren't easy. You want a clear voice. The voice should sound clear. Ready? Ah. Almost done. One more ah. Ah. Very nice. Take a sip of water and do it with intent. Think about it. We're learning to be deliberate and purposeful. All right, next, let me give you a second. Next, speak out exercise, the glides. Project out with intent, a steady ah, and then slowly start gliding. Here we go. Ah. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Ah. Ah. This exercise, besides strengthening your voice, it is about control. It is about intent. Steady ah, then glide. Ready? Ah. Stop. Ah. Good. Let's do it again. Ah. Ah. That's enough glides. Take a sip of water with intent. All right, we're going to move on to the counting. Again, we're supporting our voice all the way to the end. That last number of every row needs to hit the target. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The name of our program is Speak Out Therapy. Say that with me. Speak Out Therapy. Parkinson's wants to bring everything back here, and you're going to learn to speak out. Get your voice in front of you. Let's do another counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We are being very deliberate and purposeful. Let's go backward. Ready? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very good. We are done with the counting. Take a sip of water. We're going to move on to the reading. A reminder that right after this session, we have our weekly Parkinson sing-along every Thursday. I want you to plan on exercising your speech and swallowing muscles for an hour. If you are someone who's going to tell me, I do not sing, or my elementary school teacher told me I didn't have a good voice, what is it with elementary school teachers who say that? I've had so many of my patients tell me that that's what they were told when they were a child. I can't believe it. I want you to try this singing anyway. It improves breath support for speech. It will make your muscles stronger so that you have a more colorful speech. You don't end up with that Parkinson's monotone voice. You are muted when you participate in the sing-along, and so you don't have to worry that other people are going to hear you. Please try it right after this session. Our topic today is Queensland. Look how beautiful that is. Let's read these sentences with intent. We're only going to read them once because we have a long bonus reading. Ready? Queensland is the second largest state in Australia. Emphasize the highlighted words, every word with intent. Ready? It is more than twice the size of Texas. I did not know that. Did you know that? Say it with intent. Ready? Queensland is nicknamed the Sunshine State. We're just reading once today. One more. It is home to more than 150 species of lizards. I hate lizards. I would never be able to live in Queensland. And now that I've heard about these lizards, I don't know. I thought I might go visit, but I don't know. I'm afraid of them. All right, here are some of the lizards. I want you to describe this lizard, or think about a name for this lizard. I'm going to tell you what the real name is, but what do you think? Make up a name for this lizard and say it with intent. Here's the name. Eastern bearded dragon. I don't know if you can see it on here, but he does have a beard. Look at that. All right, next one. What? Oh my gosh. It just scares me to even see the picture. Okay, what do you think this is called? Make up a name. Make up a name, or if you know the answer, say it with intent. The lace monitor. I don't know. That name doesn't go with that. Big scary lizard is what I think I would call it. Okay, look at this one. Oh my gosh. Make up a name for this lizard. Frill-necked lizard. That's a good name. All right, take a sip of water. Take a sip of water, and we're going to move on to the bonus. Well, no, we're going to do Dr. Boon's words first. By the way, what are you scared of? Lizards? Ooh. Geckos? No. Okay, what would it be for you? You can say it with intent, or you can chat it with intent. Let's go ahead and do Dr. Boon's words. Every syllable with intent. Exaggerate the G's, the K's, and the NG's. Here we go. Gula gang ga ga. Gula gang ga ga. We are lifting our voice and projecting it forward. Ready? Ku ka mangu ka. Ku ka mangu ka. All right, ready? Gangla. Speak out. Gangla. And the last one. Ku Kukla. Kukla. Take a sip of water. We're going to move on to the bonus reading. I received a package in the mail, a book of poems by Boon from Queensland. And the neat part about this is she is receiving speak out therapy at a clinic called Ascent. And all of the speak out therapy group members signed their names in the poem. So this was such a nice gift, and you'll be receiving a package in the mail soon. You probably haven't gotten it yet, but I'm sending back something for you and your group members. We're going to read one of June's poems. So the poem is called I Would If I Could, But I Can't. And let's read it together. It is very long, I'm going to tell you that, but you can download today's reading material and then practice this poem. So we'll get through as much as we can. We're going to read the first few lines together, and then we're going to repeat it. So you can kind of, so I want you to be able to tell how quickly or how slowly we will be reading. So let's start. I would if I could, but I can't. From these words, lessons can be learned. All right, let's do it like that. Ready? The whole poem. I would if I could, but I can't. From these words, lessons can be learned. All you need is to have a really good plan. Then can't disappears, and in its place is a can. Now, if you get behind as we're reading, you can always catch up at the highlighted word, okay? Let's go. It's not easy, believe me, I know, and progress can be slow, but once you try to do your best, put your mind and body to the test. I know my life will never be the same. It's nobody's fault. There's no one to blame. But sometimes I feel like a broken stalk, and I really struggle when I try to walk. My speech is a problem, and every day I know that I must find a new way to say my words for people to hear. I have to make them sound very clear. There's a saying I heard from long ago. It's one I'm sure that some of you know. It's good, better, best. Never let it rest until your good is better and your better best. There is a long way to go on this test, but I'm going to give it my very best. I'll work really hard with this plan until I can't becomes I can. Let's read the last part. Right here, there is. Ready? With more intent. There is a long way to go on this test, but I'm going to give it my very best. I'll work really hard with this plan until I can't becomes I can. Wonderful poem, June. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I like your can-do attitude. That's what we need to do. We need to live with intent, which has two meanings. One, we're going to be proactive in battling Parkinson's, but then also we're going to learn to use the intentional motor system and do everything with purpose and intent. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great day.